Last video for this week, and we're going to talk about Hellenism. So Hellenism is the movement that follows Alexander's empire that sees the spread of Greek culture across the lands that he covered. And this is very important because it establishes a common cultural foundation that incorporates different aspects from all the cultures that we've studied so far, but especially from ancient Greece, that will influence and shape the ongoing history of the Middle East, the Mediterranean, and Western civilization. And so we're going to see a lot of Persian political and economic models. It's because the Greeks had never governed an empire before. And then we're going to see many Greek cultural and educational inputs. So we're going to see the creation of Greek drama, spread of Greek theaters, Greek gymnasia, Greek learning. These are going to spread to Alexander's territories conquered by Alexander. But the government is going to be much more centralized and professionalized than Greek city-states. You need a large government bureaucracy in order to administer an empire of this size. And the economy is also going to change to reflect the larger scale of this empire, extensive trade that's now possible between India and the Mediterranean. And so what you see in these slides as we move forward is we're looking at Egypt now and the Ptolemies. They present themselves as the true heirs to the pharaohs. You can see this image of Ptolemy II and his wife, who were totally Greek but are portrayed as Egyptians. And so this is a way in which the Greeks are taking on Egyptian culture. So this is where it's a little bit in reverse. Egypt is so old, it's so venerable, that its culture continues to persist in the region. And Alexandria, in the capital of the Ptolemies in Egypt, becomes a cultural capital in this region. The Great Library of Alexandria has over 700,000 books. And so this shows the strength of Greek culture and its ability to integrate with Egyptian culture. Move on to the next slide now. The Seleucid Empire was the largest of the four empires that emerged. A collection of satrapies, so Persian term for governor of a region, who acknowledged the Seleucids and their successors. And so you have Greek populations in this empire, but you have other populations as well. So we have Greek culture combined with Persian political and economic models, along with Greek education. Greek education and Greek learning continued to develop during this period. We move on to the next slide. We see the developments of Euclidean geometry. Shows how standard geometric axioms could be used to prove more sophisticated geometric theories. We have the developments in the field of medicine led by Hippocrates and his followers, who taught that there were natural as well as supernatural remedies and causes for diseases. In the field of geography, we have the famous geographer Eratosthenes, who calculated the circumference of the Earth was 24,887 miles. He was 14 miles off. That's an amazing achievement considering the amount of travel he would have been able to carry out. It's not as though anyone's going around the world with a tape measure. But he's having to calculate everything through astronomy. And so we see more and more advances in astronomy, in mathematics, in medicine. On the last slide, we also see some engineering developments, the use of water pressure and air pressure to build musical instruments, used to make some of these computations in mathematics. So the Hellenistic era is an era of great philosophical flourishing, or philosophical is probably not the right word, great academic flourishing in all these disciplines, but especially in mathematics and in the sciences.